Hey, what's up guys? It's Kelly and it's Tuesday, so I'm back with a brand new video. I'm gonna go ahead and applaud myself because I've been doing a lot better with uploading, so go me. So if you guys didn't already know, I posted a video about my experience at FIDM, which I'll leave right here for you guys. You guys can also check that out in the link down below. So in order to continue that series, I wanted to give you guys some tips for college. So this video is gonna be more directed towards an art school because that's where I go. I don't really know how regular colleges are. I have been to them, but it's usually just for like football games and such, so I don't know the academic part of that, but I'm gonna try my best to level this out. But this is really good for you if you're considering FIDM as your college or just an art school in general. So my first piece of advice is to be prepared. A lot of people come into college thinking it's gonna be easy, I guess. They think it's gonna be fun, it's all about partying. No, college is, especially for me at FIDM, there's not much of a party life, a social life aspect to it. It's more straight work. You get more into your major directly. For regular colleges, I know you guys don't do that. You guys have around like 2 years until you get straight into your major. But I would recommend like being prepared for it. I'd recommend studying more about it. Classes are a lot harder in college, believe it or not. So you actually do have to study for your midterms, guys. I learned the hard way. I would definitely do a lot of research on your school, which is what I did. I did like extensive research. I wanted to know how long my classes would be, what classes I was taking, what I would be learning. So yeah, I'm one of those people who just needs to know. Like, I can't go into something being like, what's gonna happen? Like, I have to be prepared. So that's definitely a really big piece of advice that I would give to you guys. It's not like high school. So I feel like high school and college are just like completely different times of your life. Like, things shift so intensely. Like, it's actually insane. I feel like in high school, everything's kind of about your cliques, who you hang out with. College is more your time to focus on yourself, I think, at least. I found myself since moving to Los Angeles. I know who I am now. I know myself a lot better and I know my worth. So it's not like high school. You're not really focused on like, oh, who's popular, who has the most friends, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of like who's doing the best for themselves, like who's gonna get somewhere in life, you know? And also the schoolwork. It's not like high school, obviously. I personally, like each week now, I think like my workload has gone down since my first quarter because I'm doing more like digital media related things, which doesn't take me as long, thank God. But my workload is probably like 4 to 5 hours of homework every single week. Last quarter it was around like 6 to 7, depending if I had drawing homework, which would take me like 4 hours on its own. So yeah, it was a lot different because in high school I remember I would do things last minute and I can't do that here. Which brings me to my next piece of advice, which is do not procrastinate. I have learned the hard way. When teachers in high school are like, well, don't wait till the last minute to do your paper, guys, and you're all like, okay, whatever. Seriously, don't do it in college. I know, like, for me, like a personal experience, I had a research paper due and it's like an 8-page paper, and thank God it was just a rough draft, so I learned my lesson. So I flew home thinking like, oh, it's fine, like when I come back like on Sunday I'll get it done. And keep in mind I have this class at 8:30 in the morning on Monday. Yeah, I was like, it's fine, I'll do it on the plane, something. But no, things happened. I couldn't do it on the plane. I had this lady like move her seat back so much. I have a 15-inch screen on my computer, so it kind of got crushed. I couldn't really type. So I was like, oh, good. I'm really happy that happened. So I got home, didn't get home till like 8 p.m. at night, had to write a 7-page essay in that amount of time, and I learned my lesson. I did not do well on it, guys. Just don't procrastinate. Please don't procrastinate. So my next piece of advice is become more independent. This is kind of more for you guys who are planning on coming to FIDM or moving to Los Angeles. I don't know how it works in other like colleges. I know my friends have a lot of friends who do things with them, like go everywhere with them because everything's on campus. But in Los Angeles at FIDM, I found that I'm a completely different person. I'm extremely independent. I have to do just about everything I need to get done alone. I don't mind it though, because I feel like becoming more independent is something you really need to learn in order to become an adult. LA is not that scary of a place once you get used to it. Going to do things alone isn't a big deal. Going to the museum or the movies or the mall alone, it's okay, guys. Just be prepared for that. If you're one of those people who always needs someone by your side, I really hope you can find someone who does that for you, because people in LA are always busy. We're always on the move. We always have something to do. But that's just my experience. It might be different for you guys, but yeah, I would definitely recommend being prepared to be independent. It's about to be sunset and it's only 4 o'clock and this is really upsetting. So next, become friends with your teachers. So this is a piece of advice that I took from my own advisor here at FIDM when I was applying. Teachers seriously are your best friends. People here at FIDM, I don't know about other colleges, I'm sorry guys, I don't go to other colleges. So teachers here are currently in the industry or have been in the industry. For digital media, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I remember correctly, but every single one of their teachers, I think, is part-time. They didn't want to hire anybody full-time just so that we can actually have people who are working currently in the industry. So the closer you can get to your teachers, the more they understand you, the more you understand them, is the best for you, for your future, kind of like networking. You're literally networking with the people who teach you. So yeah, big piece of advice for FIDM students: know your teachers. Be outgoing. So my first quarter here at FIDM, I was not very outgoing. I was kind of kept to myself, reserved a little bit. I didn't make many friends, to be honest with you guys, but that was my fault. So I've learned that being outgoing is fun and it'll help you at the end of the day. I've met some great people now, and it's because I put myself out there. If you guys think people are just gonna walk into your life, you're kind of wrong. So I would just be outgoing, say hi to them, get to know these people, and they might end up being some of your really, really good friends for the rest of college. Roommates are a great way to do that. I met one of my first friends here, was my roommate. She still is my roommate to this day. So yeah, we're definitely so close. And then I met other people in classes. So if you have roommates, take advantage of that, get to know them. Don't just like slack off and like forget about them. Get to know them, and then you might make a group of friends together. I know my best friend back at home, her and her roommate are really close, and then they have a group because of that. So if one of your priorities is making friends, definitely just be outgoing. Take college seriously. I know it's just known to be one of these like times in your life where you're supposed to let loose, have fun. It's college, so you think of partying, you think of frats and sororities and all of that. And I get that. I totally get that. Trust me, I would love to have more fun. But for me at least, I like to take it seriously because I know this is gonna bring me to my career. Like, this is it. After this, I'm on my own. I have to find my own job. So all my classes I take seriously. I pretend as if I'm doing a job for my teacher. So say I'm in my Photoshop class and he's asking us to do a specific assignment. I know a lot of people would be like, oh, it's fine, like I'll just get it done last minute. I take it as though he's like one of my clients, and I try to do it as best as I possibly could. Of course, everybody needs a break. Don't get me wrong, your girl takes breaks too. Don't worry. But yeah, I feel like at FIDM, it's easier to not get caught up in that because we don't have the party life, but USC is 10 minutes away from us. I fly home to University of Maryland a lot. It's just something you have to get used to. I mean, just put your priorities first. I know a lot of people in college right now who know how to do that. It's not that hard. Also guys, if you guys are wondering, this look, I posted on my Instagram, so you guys should go check that out. So my next piece of advice is to be organized. With college, you get so much more work and so many more books than you did in high school, or at least for me. I have so many more papers, and thank God for me though, most of my stuff is digital, so I can have it on a hard drive with a backup, always have a backup. It's not as difficult for me as it was my first quarter. My first quarter, I had a lot of stuff to take care of. I literally have a corner right here in my room set up just for that, specifically for my school stuff. I set it out on the days that I have the class, so the notebook for that class and the book on top of it. If you lose something in college and the teacher doesn't care, you're gonna get a 0 and it's gonna hurt your grade. So definitely just be organized, guys. Just keep it all together. So now my last piece of advice is to do what you love. This is referring to majors. I know for me, I chose an art school. I chose FIDM because I knew in my heart that I needed to do film. Digital media is my passion. It has been since I can remember. Nobody was surprised that I picked this major. So it was a lot easier for me than it is for a lot of people, and I know that, and I'm so grateful for that. But if you're like confused and you don't know what you want to do yet, take time, go into school undecided if you guys are allowed. I'm pretty sure all of the schools allow that. Go in undecided, and don't just pick a major because you need a major. Don't just pick it because it's whatever, it's fine, because that's the rest of your life most likely. I know you can change majors, but there's no point. Just figure out what you want, love what you want to do, and then do it. I know for me, if I was doing something like medical school, I would fail automatically, first of all, because I'm just not smart enough for that. But I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be doing what I loved. And film is what I love. I go to class and I'm like, oh, this is fun. I like learning about this. I'm interested for the whole 3 hours. And next quarter is just going to be even more film classes. And I know I'm going to keep my attention. But say I was doing medical stuff for like my major, I would not be able to listen to that teacher at all. So definitely, huge piece of advice. Do what you love. Don't ignore it. Don't do what other people want you to do. Don't do what your parents want you to do. Do what you want to do. This is your future. Stick to that. So that's my advice for college, guys. I really like making these college videos. I think it's fun. I always like to watch them when I was in high school. So if you guys want me to do more videos like this, leave a comment down below. Please DM me some questions that you guys want me to answer, because I'm running out of stuff, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Check out my last video. It'll be linked down below as well. And yeah, have a nice day, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Until I overflow.